Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today's story time is about this man's crazy ex-wife who lied and stole and ended up being banned from 30 different Walmarts. I found it on Reddit. It's a pretty cool Reddit story. We're gonna read it today. It's a little bit longer, so it's a long format story. So it's a great thing to listen to in your car or on your way to work, or pull up a coffee and a newspaper or something, just relax. No, I was reading it, and this story hit home actually a little bit, because I could see myself in a lot of this. Some of his situation was close to my own. I don't really talk about my own personal private life that much, but there were definitely some similarities here. So I definitely find it interesting. But if I choke up or something at parts, that's why. But anyways, let's get started. So I was married back in 2013 in Central Virginia. I was about 30 years old. She was 25. The following is a true story, unfortunately. And it just goes to show people don't ever change, even if they say they want to. I had a crazy ex. I just didn't realize it yet. I just escaped a college relationship that was also unhealthy, on again and off again relationships where she begged to take me back several times, and like an idiot, I did. Well, finally, I said enough is enough and moved on. Unfortunately, this put me in a bad place, and then I met my ex-wife after that. So I'm going to pause and interject right here and give my feedback. Already, I feel bad for him, and a lot of us have made similar mistakes. But if you're in an unhealthy relationship, the last thing you need to do is to rush into things and jump into another unhealthy relationship. I know he didn't know it was unhealthy, but it was like, you know, pause, take some time, be single for a while, like heal and grow and recover. You just left one crazy chick. Don't jump in bed with another one. The Let's keep going. It says talking about her family. Her grandpa suffered greatly from drainage in his lungs near the end of his life, so he took matters in his own hand. Okay, so oh yeah, I can't say that on YouTube. He ended himself. Basically. Yeah, not judging. He was terminally ill, suffering a lot. Yeah, that's really sad. That's a sad situation. Anyone at the grandparent, you don't want to see him suffer or anything, but yeah, it took matters in his own hands. Well, at least his suffering's over. But yeah, it says like their family had a history of mental illness, so not just the grandpa, but the mom was mentally ill, the aunt was mentally ill. Um, the aunt said that if her husband ever cheated, she would end herself. Can't say that on YouTube. Yeah, that's really sad. But like, also you gotta stop now. Why did you get with this family? You can see there's a pattern of mental illness. You should have saw that as a big red flag with your ex. Like, don't date her. Just being honest, and like we've all been there. So I'm preaching to the choir here. Um, my ex's father and mother weren't much better. They were divorced, but they weirdly lived right beside each. Yeah, that's really weird. Why would you do that still? Divorce each other, then be neighbors? He lived on the farm and she lived in a trailer park that she owned. Okay, that's a little bit better. She owned it at least. It was actually a pretty nice trailer park, all things considering, blah, blah, blah. They would argue, and then, okay, this is weird. The daughter wouldn't talk to one of them for over 10 years at a time. Yeah, that's not a healthy relationship. That's very toxic. And if she's not talking to one parent at a time for long periods of time, then she's learned the ability to just completely shut people out. And when she's mad at them, you could see how that could cause problems trying to have like a real adult relationship. It's just not good. People with like daddy issues and stuff, They're really never wifey material. They're not long-term girlfriend material. And this girl sounds like she has mom and dad issues, plus like a lot of other things going on, like family with like a history of ending themselves and everything. All of this is just a quick background to explain my ex and our circumstances. We met online and immediately had a strong physical connection right away. Ding, ding, ding. That makes sense, right? That's like the only reason you would date a crazy chick like this. I was a virgin back then. I would wait till marriage. I was hurting and she was a lot of fun. Okay, I get it. But like, if you were waiting till marriage, you waited 30 years. Why did you give it up to the crazy chick? I get it. You said you were hurting and she was fun. I totally understand. But, this is not just for you. We're going over this for our viewers. I'm explaining as well as coaching a little bit today. Um, yeah, where was I? She was a lot of fun. That type of fun, but yeah. I don't want to go all the way, but she convinced me to go third base or did Bill Clinton. Yeah, we know what you mean. It was amazing and I was hooked. Uh, Being honest, I probably wouldn't have married her if not for this. We weren't compatible in anything. I was old fashioned conservative. She was somewhat religious, but she was wild, a party girl, free spirit, very liberal, smoked, drank, did drugs. Also had the big body count, but of course lied about her numbers at first. Okay, so the truth comes out, right? Yeah, well, you would definitely not have married her, but you got hooked from the physical fun. And no one here is judging. We've all done something stupid or similar in one way or another over a girl. So we understand. But yeah, if so that's why they call it like I don't know if I can say that either. Like after you do it, the clear, peanut um head where the fog vision goes away and suddenly you can think rationally again. That's why that's important. Because you don't want to do something stupid like marry a crazy chick just because the sex is good. Find a non crazy chick with good sex. If they exist. And they do. Just not in America. Anyways, her mom was very crazy too. That's a shocker. And controlling, and I don't use those words lightly. Yeah, everyone says everyone's controlling these days, but it sounds like she probably really is. She would call her, and if she didn't answer her phone right away, she'd cancel her plan and turn it off. And by right away, I mean by the third ring. So let me get this right. She calls, ring, ring, ring. She didn't answer, cancel the service. Yeah, that's pretty controlling. Now, granted, your wife could have got a job and paid her own dang cell phone bill, but at 25, she should have been, but I don't know, man. Literally, I remember one time we were at a movie theater and the mom called and told her to come home immediately to get groceries on the way home because she was hungry. Now, her mom can drive and isn't handicapped or anything. She's just rich and lazy. Yeah, sounds like it. Uh, I explained to her that we were watching a movie in the theater, and she basically said, "Who cares? Come home now or else." What a be? Yeah, I can't say that. Basically, my ex lived in one of the trailer parks for free, so had to do whatever she said or be kicked out. Okay, sounds like a lovely thing you got going on here. So, if the girl wasn't bad enough, when you add in the crazy mother, like that's another reason to not be involved in this relationship, and definitely a good reason not to get married into this relationship. 'Cause then you have a crazy mother-in-law, like her crazy family becomes your crazy family. You don't want that. You think you can separate the two, but you can't. This girl literally gets free rent, which is cool, but it's like Her mom's not going anywhere at that point. And then, like, let's say he did get married. Let's say you did have kids, right? Then that crazy mother-in-law is now like it's your poor kid's like crazy grandparent. You don't want that. No one wants that for them. Did I mention they were both extremely overweight, like 100 pounds or more overweight? No, but it doesn't surprise me. Um, it is America. I didn't care. She had a cute face and the link sex was good. Yeah, it does factor in the story. Okay. So time passed and my girlfriend at the time, and her mom continued to be crazy, argue, fight like crazy. Looking back, like mother, like daughter. Yes, exactly. That should have been huge red flags. That was a dumb white knight. Ding ding. You were trying to save her and be the hero. We all see it. I know you know this now, but I'm preaching to the choir here, but you should have known better. You can't save people. You can't change people who don't want to change. So she told me that she wanted to change and be a better person, but that was a lie. Yeah, she told you that because she was scared of losing you. But she didn't really want to change. If she wanted to change, she would have done it by herself. She also had crazy and wild friends who were a bad influence on her. Yeah. So this is another big red flag here when we talk about girls and relationships. You gotta look at their friends, right? So her mom's crazy. Her friends are wild and crazy. They're the party girls. You think they're going to be an good influence or a bad influence? They're going to be a bad influence. And they're going to tell her, give her bad advice and everything. Maybe not even meaning to, but it is what it is. Her mom and aunt were also fighting back when her aunt was still alive at that point. And they weren't talking to each other. Eventually, we did get engaged. Why? You knew better, man. I proposed on Valentine's Day. Yeah, savvy. I moved out there and got an apartment. And worked at Walmart, stocking grocery stores on third shift for a year. Yes, I did that. That's not fun. Wasn't the worst job I ever had, but it's not fun. It's hard to have like a social and work life balance there. This is when things got bad. Okay, so all that wasn't bad enough. This is when it gets bad. First I found out that she was a thief and a criminal. Um, she told me she was going on a family vacation to the Grand Canyon for 2 weeks and wouldn't have her cell phone service. That's a pretty interesting lie there. I've heard something similar before. So these long vacations, right? You might want to verify, see some pictures at some point. And where do you not have cell phone service these days? Like even third world countries have cell phone. Anyways, I get okay. It was 2013. I'll get cut some slack. Then I find her mugshot in the paper. And I'm like, yeah, honey, I'm going on a family vacation for a couple of weeks. Oh yeah, I found your I found your selfie in the paper. Your mugshot here. You look good in stripes. Oh, that's terrible. We're laughing with you. We're not laughing at you. We've all had a crazy ex girlfriend or two, so it's just part of the dating process. That's why we're doing these stories to help share and teach the younger guys, and also to like help heal. It's very like therapeutic for a lot of us. Uh, Found her paper in the mugshot. She was arrested from stealing from Walmart. Okay, so you don't just get arrested from stealing from Walmart. She either stole multiple times or she stole something really expensive. You don't just get arrested for like stealing like $10 makeup or something. My guess is she's a repeat offender. Let's see what happens here. When she came back, I confronted her and she cried. Yeah, of course she did. Um, that's what they do. Don't fall for that. It's probably an act, but that's like their self defense mechanism. I asked her what happened to why. She came from a rich family and said that she sat on the chair in front of the leg. Oh my god, yeah, yeah. So her parents has money, right? Like her mom's rich, her dad has a farm, and then their mom owns a trailer park, and so they have money. She doesn't have to steal nothing. But remember, she said they were like over 100 pounds overweight or something. So she broke the chair, and she didn't want her controlling mom to find out that this happened. So she stole it. Went to jail. Sorry, that's really funny for some reason. Uh, yeah, I can see, I can just picture the whole thing. Expensive chair made real wood, so she stole Gorilla Glue. I hope that Gorilla Glue is worth it. I asked why she didn't buy it, and she said she didn't have any money left and didn't want to ask her mom for money. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, because her mom's controlling and angry and crazy. And I get that, but she still should have just asked for money or found a different way. Anyways, I forgave her on the basis that she never stole again, and she said that she would. Yeah, um, that's the thing about repeat criminals and thieves. You can't really take them at their word. Yeah, Walmart wouldn't put you to see. That's what I was saying. Walmart wouldn't put you in jail for a first time offender. What's worse is I've worked. Oh my gosh! So he worked at the Walmart. I don't know if he worked at the Walmart that she shoplifted, but she. You're lucky you didn't lose your job. Because you're gonna be associated with her, even though you didn't do it and you didn't know about it at the time. Like, just takes one manager to put two and two together and realize, oh, you guys are a couple, and she shoplifts from Walmart all the time. Yeah, you're gonna lose your job, probably, or it's gonna put you in a very awkward place. It'd be best just to end things right there. Save you a bunch of heartache later down the road. Don't let your relationship ruin your career, guys. I know Walmart stocking shelves isn't really a career, but that's still a job. Like you could have lost your job, and who knows? Maybe you could have worked his way up. Yeah, you could have easily lost your job. Okay, that's the end of part one. I'm going to break this up into several parts. It took over an hour long, so it's going to be like a 4 or 5 part video series. But yeah, it seemed like a good stopping point. Go ahead and hit that like subscribe button if you liked it so far. It really helps out the channel. I really appreciate it. I'll have part two uploaded shortly, so don't be too mad if you were enjoying it. It'll be up soon. Definitely watch that one as well. For more, it's quite an entertaining story, guys. It's only going to get better from here. But yeah, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button if you liked it. It really helps me out. I'll see you next time. God bless. Peace.